we were purchasing our first bikes, and while traveling long distances, the refueling of the bike was the great hassle for us.
Pinch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
College students' pocket money was burned.
Our Indian market is so full that it cannot feed, a particular technology cannot satisfy everyone's need. So you have other needs as well. So electric can't satisfy everyone's need.
Not too long ago, the major difference in car engines was the kind of fuel that you put in, petrol or diesel. And due to the high compression ratio for diesel, bikes have been mostly powered by petrol. But now, with our concern for environment rising and our desire to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels, electric vehicles have become a popular choice. But that is not without its challenges when it comes to range, charge, performance, etc. And we always thought we had to choose this or the other. Why not a solution where you do not have to grapple with range restriction, battery charge, etc., where you can reduce emissions and improve torque? And that is precisely the solution that Blaer Motors has to offer. Welcome to this episode of Inside Stories by Anu in partnership with the Chennai Angels. Thank you very much for joining us today. For me, I am very excited because you're all graduates from my hometown, Trichy. And to see graduates from my hometown shining so brightly, great joy. So first off, congratulations. So proud to see your journey. Tell us, what was this journey when it started? This started off as a college project?
It actually started off from the beginning of engineering. We've always, like minds, so we've always wanted to start something. Through our engineering, we kept working, we kept thinking of different ideas, innovative ideas. And then final year, in our final year project, we were researching. We came into this idea of hybrid technology, and that was a final year project. And from there on, we tried to approach people, so that's how Blaer was born.
So Adarsh, Abhinesh, Ashwin, three of you are mechanical engineers, and Niranjan, you are an electronics. So when everyone was jumping on the electric vehicle bandwagon, you guys chose a different path. Why is that?
So as Abhinesh was saying, this idea was started during our final year project. So during that time, electric vehicle was not a big talk. So the only thing is, we were purchasing our first bikes, and while traveling long distances, the refueling of the bike was the great hassle for us.
Pinch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
College students' pocket money was burning.
I know.
Exactly. So we thought that why can't we bring a solution to address this particular problem? So we did few researches. Then we came across Toyota Prius, one of the very hit hybrid vehicle in the US.
Yes.
So we studied about the technology, and we thought, why can't we adapt this technology into a two-wheeler, which will be benefited for us as well as the other college students. So that is how it started.
Yeah.
So once we did many research in the hybrid technology, we came across the electric powertrain as such, because it is part of a hybrid vehicle. So we studied about the batteries that are being used, the motors and other things. Then more we studied, we were convinced that more hybrid has better sense than going into pure electric at this point of time, because considering India's infrastructural growth and other things.
Where does your hybrid technology fit in?
Our Indian market is so full that it cannot feed, a particular technology cannot satisfy everyone's need. So you have other needs as well. So electric can't satisfy everyone's need. So electric has a few bottlenecks, like you have this charging time. You have to charge a vehicle for 3 to 4 hours
Correct.
per day, and then if you even go for battery swapping technologies, again the cost of battery swap would be almost high compared to your fuel cost again. So something like commercial vehicles, wherein every minute makes money for them.
Yeah.
So you can't have downtime in that particular sense. And then you come to the lower pyramid of the people, wherein they travel, the marketing people, the sales representatives, they would have to travel more than 100 kilometers per day. For example, if you take our case itself, we travel by bike to our office, and our office from our home is almost 30 kilometers away. So 30 kilometers up and down, it's 60 kilometers. So what hybrid bridges the gap.
Yes.
So it gives you more advantages. It reduces the charging infrastructure requirement, range anxiety. So it acts as a technology that can bridge the gap between the IC and the EV. And it can survive on its own as well.
Yeah. And the most important point that they're making is, one technology is not going to satisfy everybody's needs.
Yeah.
So that's your crux, isn't
Yes.
it?
So there was one particular example I would like to bring in, a case wherein we had one of our investors ourselves who is into logistics business. So they had a particular requirement wherein they are doing logistics in the rural part of tier 2 and rural part of India. So when they are transporting goods between different towns and cities, they find it extremely difficult to charge a vehicle in rural part of India, wherein there is high voltage fluctuations and power scarcity. So you can't have fixed stopping points, and hybrid technology made sense to them, and that was the major reason which pushed him to invest into our company itself. So they were able to recognize the pain point that we were solving, because he was already feeling that.
True.
There are people in our country who has just one motorcycle which will cater to all their needs. They will travel inside the city, and as a family you see 4 people sitting on the same bike traveling from Chennai to their hometown as well. So for those kind of people, for the majority of the people who are like that in our country, different technologies that will help them, which will benefit them, is needed.
One thing I must say, we don't advocate 4 people traveling on a bike. That we will definitely say. But I get what you're saying. When I have to, when my mode of transport intercity and intra-town is also my vehicle, then this is going to be a very, very useful technology.
So basically, when a person already owns a particular vehicle and this is going to be just an additional vehicle that's going to be in your garage, so that makes electric vehicle makes sense to them.
Correct.
But when this is your basic mode of transportation, your basic and single mode of transportation, hybrid, I feel, would be the most optimum choice.
Hybrid is not a bridge. It is not like either electric nor hybrid. It is both can survive together. It is like asking you whether sedan will be the choice or SUV will be the choice. It is not like that. Both can coexist. This caters for a particular set of people, and hybrid will cater another particular set of people.